In this video, we'll have a look at a way to beat the Caro-Kann defense. Here we'll take a small risk for the big reward. Because in general in Gambit we take big risk for a small reward. Sorry, for big risk for big reward. But here we'll be taking a small risk, but the reward will be really big. So when c6 is played as a Caro-Kann defense, we'll play d3 instead of d4 or going into advanced Caro-Kann or something like that. We play d3. They play d5, and now we'll play knight here. If they don't take it, we go normal. We can develop, or we can do many things. We can push, we can take, like there are many things that you can do. But if they takes, most often they will take, which is played more than half times. We jump with the knight here, in this way. Now they have few choices. They can start to kick us out, we can capture back in those cases. But very often they will go here, and then we go here. Now in this position, what will you play as black? These two are, knight here and these are the very often played move. Like you can see, 47% of the time they play knight f6 and they play this. Even at the higher level, if you sort out the, elo, like we can now look at 1800 and above, still knight f6 is played half the time. And both of these moves are really blunder. So we will have a look at it. First let me remove, let me put for all of them. And let's just see. So knight f6 is played or h6 is played. In both of the cases our idea will be same. So let's look at the knight f6. We sack the knight here. And when king takes, we go with bishop g6 check. And remember this is covered. King has to, either way he takes, we win a queen. And be happy with it. We got success. Same happens with this. We sack, and if he takes, we take it. If he does not take, we take. We'll take the rook. Very easy. So yeah, we'll go follow up with this. He takes this, and we take back the queen. This is how the game can continue. But let's go back. In this position, except these two moves, what are the other moves that he can play? He can play d6. It is defended. Now we can castle or develop. We can continue in those ways. Or we can also go for knight takes h7. Here the bishop is defending it. So this is working. And we'll take this simply and we'll be happy with it. Like we'll get the bishop. It will also damage his structure. We'll castle next. And this is how we will play. In this position, very often they can play this or this. They can continue with these moves, and we can do this thing. But sometimes, when they goes here, making us difficult to go with knight here. In that case, we can go queen h4, h5, and this is a pin like with the rook. But the idea is we are going like threatening this check and trying to win the rook. Like knight checks from here the king and we win the rook. That's the idea here. And in this position he can try few things. What will he try? If he goes here, we can sack the bishop as well. If he plays this, that's the more worse. And after this, what will he do? If he goes knight here, we simply go here and capture that. That's the idea. I already told you everything. And if he goes here, we can sack the bishop. He captures, we capture back, and king goes here. We sacrificed our one bishop for 2 moves. And now you can see the position, which is really bad. And if we turn in the stockfish will suggest the bishop f4 move and just develop castle and attack this. But a very practical way, one of the second most popular move is also queen here, which you can try. And you are threatening the rook, so rook will take this and we can capture it back and we are better. But this is not the best way. We are just 1.5 here. In the earlier case, like where we are developing this bishop f to f4, there we were getting more advantage. So there, you can choose those things. And in this position, if they try to defend the rook with the queen like this, then remember this is pinned, so the bishop is not defending the knight, so we can capture the knight and the bishop cannot capture us because it is pinned due to the queen, and the king has to move somewhere. We got a free knight and we are better. Let's go back. We saw few lines here when they played this. Now I will turn this off and let's think about what is the best move in this position. In this position, the best move is played very rare. You can see this knight f6, h6, e6. We already talked about this. Knight d7 is played 8% of the time. And this is played these days. Earlier, this was not played even this much amount of time, but this is the best move actually. And the idea will be here to go with the knight here to harass our bishop. And when we move the bishop, they can swap the queen. Or if they takes the bishop, then they have the bishop pair, and that is how they will win. So in this position, you can castle and get harassed. Or one more thing is this, which you can capture this, but this will not work that way. And this will also not work. When you capture this, he captures, you can go here. And if he goes here, let's say, you can go here, this, and you got a rook for 2 pieces. Like for 2 pieces, you got a rook, I mean one rook. But this position is not that best because you can see this, if I to stop this after bg7, our queen needs to move somewhere. Wherever we move, let's say here we move, I mean, we can move anywhere, we can move here. Let's say now he gets a rapid development with knight here, and he's ahead in development. We need to castle and we need to develop, so he gets a very good advantage, -2. So we are not going to do this here. I mean, we are not going to sacrifice on any of the square. Even knight x here is the best. I mean, according to engine it is best, but it becomes really tough after, I mean, knight c5 or this. It's practically not that best, so we are not going to do those. I mean, into those lines. We can castle. One of the moves suggested is this, which we will be looking at. Here we are threatening directly a checkmate. So let's say he plays this, we can threaten a checkmate. Well, wait, I will want to show you one more line. When we capture this and he goes, sorry, he plays knight here. There is one more line. Let's say this move, knight here. First of all, it might look very stupid move, but yeah, this is also a trappy line. But here they have a way, like we are attacking the queen first of all, but they have a very beautiful way to escape this, and we'll be in losing position, so don't try to play this. But in this, if he captures the knight, he will fall into a trap. With queen check, attacking the king, he has only one move. Now we can capture this with anything. It's more cool to sacrifice a queen like this, and he has to capture this, and we will do the checkmate. This is how the game can end. But when we deliver, I mean, when we put our knight here, when we put our knight here in this position, he has a very beautiful move, which is queen a5 check, hitting the king. We can attack the queen like this because our knight is attacked, so we need to get a tempo. We can attack the queen. If we go here, he can simply remove our knight. And now the king has a escape square when we are giving a check. So remember, and we can even give a check because the queen is guarding that. So in this case, after this, they can go with a check here, giving a check to the king and collecting the queen. And if you try to block with anything like bishops, he will capture this either with the queen or with the pawn. If you go with the queen, he will first capture the queen with a check, and king captures or bishop captures, does not matter. He will capture a knight, and he is better like up a piece, one piece. So this will not work for that reason. I mean, knight here will not work. So you can castle, you can develop, but remember, this is a hit. I mean, these moves are going to hurt you. So for that reason, we can go bishop here, attacking this, and remember, if he plays something like this, that's simply a checkmate like this. Like bishop takes this, that's game over. Even knight here, still game over. In this position, he can try this. A very sensible move, blocking the line of the bishop. But remember, we have this. I mean, bishop here, knight here. So there are 3 types of sacrifices that can happen here. But generally, we'll be sacrificing a bishop in few lines. So in this position, I mean, think what can you do? We are looking here. I mean, sorry, this is defended. We can simply castle and then follow. We can even go with sacrifice right away, but let's castle first. That's what I mean. Stockfish recommends castling. We can, I mean, sacrificing is just bad. We can sack a bishop here. What engine wants to say? Let's see this line. FXE. We get here, and yeah, this they are better because of the checks. So this is bad. Don't do this. I just wanted to see. So yeah, the best is to castle here, and they have few moves. Like you can see the engine's recommendation, and but we'll look at the players play. Knight G F6. Like they will play knight here. Second is bishop E7. So we'll be having a look at these two moves. So if they play bishop here, attacking the knight twice with these two kids, we have only one defender. We'll simply capture this. If they capture this, we can capture that, and yeah, we can do a few things. And what next is that if they capture this, we can go here. We're attacking the queen, and we are also introducing a check here. So let's say his queen moves somewhere. Where will he move? Here or here? Let's say here. We can even attack with the bishop like this, or we can simply go with the check. So those are few ideas in which we can continue the game. In this position, instead of bishop here, he can also play knight here. We'll do the same thing again. Attacking the queen. His queen needs to move, and we have rook here. We are simply attacking him, and we can simply develop, and that is how the game continues. Here you can see the position is 0.0 according to the fish, and I hope will feel easy to play with these things. These two are the most common move for them. We can hit with bishop. We can bring a queen here, lining up the queen for a discovered check, and this is always weak. So there are many things that can happen, and you are playing good. You have neutralized. You have played some gambits. What next can he do? Engine really loves the sacrifice. Here there are other things. According to engine, h6 is the best move. You can see the engine h6 is the best move, which is the third most popular move. So let's say he plays h6. Again, we can go for any types of sacrifices. Like bishop sacrifice is not done, but we can sacrifice this. Like knight sacrifice is the best engine lines as well. You can see the stock list. So we take, he takes, and in this position we go first check like this with the queen. King goes here, and now bishop takes this is the best way going to the engine and the most played move as well. So bishop takes this. Well, the best way for them is to go with this. I mean, for trading this, but yeah, putting the queen and the king on the same line does not feel that good. If he goes here, we can go back with the queen, lining up like this. We have rooks joining, bishops coming out, and the knight will join somewhere, and that is how the game can continue. And if they decide to capture the bishop here, like this is just so terrible, then this is like kind of game over. You can see the engine says at the depth of 14, this is 3.7, 3.4, but as the depth increases, the advantage really grows away. I mean, grows a lot. We'll go with a check. If he goes with this, we can simply win material. If he tries to go here, we will try to keep some checks. King needs to move here, and we go here or here. According to our choice, it does not really matter. We can go here, and we are somehow blocking this. But better than that, let's go here. We are kind of blocking him. And if he tries to go here, that's just a checkmate, game over. And after this check, if they tries to go here, we can deliver a check like this. And the best is to block with the queen, and we can capture the queen with the bishop. That is how the game is listed. And if they blocks like this, I mean, this is just going to be a checkmate. We can, start with this as well, where he goes here, and then we can follow up in some ways, or we can simply reroute the rook, bring a rook, and use it to attack. So that mate will be unstoppable. So those are few ways in which we can deal with it. If he goes here, we can swap the queen and continue. Yeah, you'll be like queen takes this, king takes this, get the bishop back, a rook here, check. And there are many things, and we are at equal equal. We played some gambit where we had a very good opportunity, and we are not ending up in a bad position. And you will really love to play when the king is in the center. So yeah, you can try out the gambit. One more thing that I would like to show you is that when this thing is played, after captures, when you go with the knight, instead of capturing this, he can delay this with a knight here. And sometimes, like you can capture this according to England, that is what is recommended, but I will also recommend you knight here, just guarding this pawn. And in this position, also some people captures this and captures this, and they play f6 here. Because his knight is here, they play if they place s6 here, again you can go with this same thing. So I just wanted to show you this. And the similar queen here is also occurs in, if you are a beginner player. This can happen in a Scandinavian defense where after this you play knight here, he captures, we go here. This can reach in any move order. Generally this is played like this, captures, we go here, knight goes here, we go here, he captures, and they play h6. So this is the move order. We sack the knight again here, and then this is played at beginner level, but the same trap is working at even the higher level in the Caro-Kann defense. So yeah, try it out and let me know how it works for you, and I would love to read your comments. So let me know and share this video with some people, some of your friends, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you can. Share our channel. You can check out our other videos which will pin at the end of the, we'll put it at the end of the screen. Have a good time counting, and yeah, have a good time.